It's really hot news now for the Mediterranean Sea. Hot news, quite unusual. As you said, it's already in June, temperatures which are above August normals. So we are tracking this every day and updating information. What we have seen now is that there is this huge marine heat wave that has already affected more than 80% of the Mediterranean Sea surface. So it started in the Levantine Sea, Aegean, Adriatic, and now it has reached the northwestern Mediterranean Sea too.
What would these temperatures actually mean for tourists as well as marine life?
Well, these extreme warming events are a facet of the warming trend. So the Mediterranean Sea has experienced warming at rates 3 to 2 times faster than average global warming, meaning that since 1982, it's plus 1.4 degrees C. So this leads to some extreme events as we have now, which have a range of impacts on marine ecosystem, on mucilaginous algal blooms, for instance, and mass mortality events, which are triggered inside the benthic ecosystems and which are among the most worrying. So tourists might not see this. It's warm water, sometimes jellyfish, sometimes bacteria, but most of the impact is unseen. It's hidden below the surface. I see now you have some very nice images on coral reefs, which are impacted by massive bleaching events. The same type of events are impacting the Mediterranean fauna in the coastal zone too. And unfortunately, we are at risk on this year.
Well, let's talk about knock-on effects. This is also an area where there's a lot of fishing activity. Could this then
Yes.
affect, fishermen's catches?
Yes, definitely. Climate change is having impacts and effects on the distribution on species, and particularly on mobile species such as fishes. So, what we observe, we've been conducting observations over the past 20 years in the Mediterranean Sea to track change in temperature and marine biota. And what is evidence is upward migration of warm affinity species while the cold affinity species might be under stress. So change interplay between species composition, which are affecting, of course, fishing activity and incomes for the fishermen and the local communities that live on the coastal zone.